Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This is Media and Information Literacy for Senior High School. Before we start, let me just apologize for the background noises as this is a raw and unedited video, so please bear with me. Today we are going to talk about the evolution of traditional to new media. How did the traditional media evolve to what it is now? So let me ask you first, when you hear the word evolution, what comes into your mind first? Think of words that comes into your mind when you hear or see the word evolution. Okay, so we may associate evolution to these words: change, process, and development, or any word that is synonymous to these three words. So when we search online, there are many different definitions for the word evolution, but this is what I want to emphasize right now. It says that evolution is the gradual development of something, especially from a simple to a more complex form. Please take note of that. So today we are going to discuss the gradual development of traditional media to new media. We're going to explore the following so that we may understand truly how did the traditional media evolved to what it is today. Let us start with the prehistoric age. So from the word prehistoric, pre meaning before, and the history, before history, and before there were any documented or recorded documents or artifacts. So prehistoric age is a period where human activities were not recorded or documented. Roughly dates from 2.5 million years ago or 1200 BC. Ito yung mga sinaunang tao. Humans lived on Earth without leaving written records of their lives, but they left behind other kinds of remains and artifacts. Ito na yung mga na-discover ng mga historians. So, what is the early communication method during the prehistoric age? Ito yung cave paintings. Cave paintings are the oldest known form of visual communication during the prehistoric age. This method involved creating pigments made from the juice of fruits and berries, colored minerals, or animal blood, because they need to use whatever is available in their surroundings. So this is an example of a cave painting during the prehistoric age. As you can see, there are animals in our painting, and a theory states that they paint this because they use this as a sort of manual for the animals, manual to communicate for them to identify the animals that are safe to eat. And in this painting, they use charcoal. And this is another cave painting during the prehistoric age, and there is a color red, so it may be a fruit juice or animal blood. So that's it for the prehistoric age. And other forms of other forms of communication during the prehistoric age is also storytelling, from one person to another person, to a family, and then to another tribe, to another group. So storytelling is one of the methods of communication before. And also carving on trees, yes, and writing. So let's jump to the industrial age. In the latter half of the 18th century, new machines and techniques in textiles, iron making, and other industries were introduced. Goods that were made or crafted by hand started to be produced in mass quantities by machines in factories. The Industrial Revolution. So the ability to communicate across long distances improved dramatically. during the Industrial Revolution that began in Great Britain around year 1760. On April 4, 1774, electric telegraph was invented. So this is the electric telegraph. It sends signal. And also on April 4, 1829, the typewriter was invented. And this is mainly used by the journalists for them to produce their news and be published on newspapers. And that is also one of the way of communication before, for the people to know what is happening economically and politically. So also a form of communication to the people, the newspaper. So that's it for the industrial age. And let's go to the electronic age. In this period, electronic equipment like early computers came into use after the transistor was invented. Long-distance communication became more efficient. Example forms of media during the electronic age are the transistor radio, the television, and large electronic computers. So here it says that electronic computers are already were already used by the people, but the function of the early computers were actually very limited, unlike with the computers that we use today. So the functions before, during the electronic age, were very limited. So, but the communication improved, and people were or the communication was improved because there was already radio and television. Unlike the newspaper, matagal pang dumadating yon sa iba't ibang lugar. But with the transistor radio and the television, it became more faster. The information is channeled more faster, and it became more efficient. So this is the transistor radio. And the television, the television used to be very big, parang half ng refrigerator. And the black and white pa. Very different sa mga TV natin ngayon. And the early computer also used to be large and very limited yung function. The radio, television, and computer were invented during the electronic age after the invention of the transistor. So that is for the electronic age, and let's go to the information age, wherein we live in it today. Information age, or the digital age. The modern age, regarded as a time in which information has become a commodity that is quickly and widely disseminated and easily available, especially through the use of computer technology. So during the information age or digital age, information has become a commodity. Parang lahat ng tao kailangan na siya. And also because of the technology that we use today, every day we use cell phone. We also use telephone and computers and other machines and other technology that we can see on our surroundings. So communications and computer technology devices have become so linked, resulting in telecommunication. The transmission of data like text, graphics, sounds, and videos over different communication channels, such as public telephones, private cables, microwave, and satellite. So communication is even faster during the information age because of the invention of technology. And also the platforms that we use today, the apps. So in this picture, can you name the apps? So here I can see Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Google+, Twitter, What else? LinkedIn, Skype. Yeah, so most of the people use these apps on mobile or on computer, and it made communication more efficient and faster. Like it's very easy now to send a message. It's real time. I send a message this time, and the receiver um, can read my message real time. So we live in it now, and all of us are exploring, and we know it better because we are experiencing it every day in our home and on sa school, everywhere, government offices, private businesses. So there is technology, and communication is, yeah, it became a commodity. So that is how the traditional media evolved to new media. So from the prehistoric age, wherein the method of communication was cave painting or storytelling, to industrial age, wherein the telegraph and the typewriter were the most important inventions during the industrial age. And during the electronic age, it developed the computers, the radio, and the television because transistor was invented. And from electronic age, the inventions became better and developed. So during the information age or the digital age, as we are in right now, the technology is even better. So that is it for the evolution of traditional to new media. Thank you very much for listening, and watch out for another recorded lecture next week. Thank you very much. Have a great day.